The Cold War, a time of tension, a clash of ideologies, the West versus the Soviet Union. Espionage became paramount. Nations relied on secret agents. They needed to gather intelligence. They aimed to counter threats. The world held its breath. The Cold War was a time of global anxiety. The threat of nuclear war loomed large. Both sides possessed devastating weapons. The consequences of conflict were unthinkable. Trust eroded between East and West. Suspicion and paranoia ran deep. Intelligence agencies became crucial. They were tasked with gathering information. They had to understand the enemy's capabilities. They needed to anticipate their actions. These agencies played a vital role. They helped to prevent the Cold War from turning hot. In Britain, two agencies took center stage. MI5, the security service, focused on domestic threats. MI6, the secret intelligence service, operated internationally. These organizations were shrouded in secrecy. Their actions were highly classified. MI5, the security service, had a critical mission. They protected Britain from internal threats. This included espionage, sabotage and terrorism. During the Cold War, their focus sharpened. They concentrated on countering Soviet activities. MI5 agents worked tirelessly. They infiltrated Soviet spy rings. They recruited defectors. They gathered valuable intelligence. Their work was dangerous. The stakes were incredibly high, but their efforts were essential. They helped to keep Britain safe. MI6, the Secret Intelligence Service, operated overseas. They gathered intelligence on foreign governments. They also conducted covert operations. During the Cold War, MI6 played a crucial role. They provided insights into Soviet intentions. MI6 agents worked undercover. They established networks of informants. They used cutting-edge technology. Their work was shrouded in secrecy, but their impact was undeniable. They helped to shape the course of the Cold War. One of the most daring operations of the Cold War was Operation Gold. This joint operation involved MI6 and the CIA. Their target, East Berlin. Their goal, to tap into Soviet communication lines. The operation involved digging a tunnel. It stretched from West Berlin into the Soviet sector. This tunnel, codenamed George, was a marvel of engineering. It allowed Western intelligence to intercept Soviet communications. For months, Western intelligence listened in. They gathered valuable information on Soviet military activities. They gained insights into their political strategies. Operation Gold was a major intelligence coup. However, it was short-lived. The Soviets had always suspected a mole. They eventually discovered the tunnel. They used it to feed disinformation to the West. Operation Gold may have been compromised, but it demonstrated the lengths to which the West would go. They were determined to gain an advantage in the Cold War. Section 4. Masters of Espionage. The world of espionage is filled with intrigue. The Cold War produced many legendary spies. These individuals operated in the shadows. They risked their lives for their countries. One such figure was Kim Philby. He was a British intelligence officer. He was also a high-ranking Soviet mole. Philby betrayed his country. He passed secrets to the Soviets for years. His treachery had a devastating impact. Another notorious figure was George Blake. He was a British diplomat. He was also a Soviet double agent. Blake provided the Soviets with highly classified information. His actions compromised Western operations. He betrayed the trust placed in him. These individuals operated in a world of deception. They lived double lives. Their actions had far-reaching consequences. They serve as a reminder of the complex and often morally ambiguous nature of espionage. Section 5. A legacy in the shadows. The Cold War ended. The Soviet Union collapsed. The world breathed a sigh of relief. But Cold War espionage lived on. British intelligence played a crucial role. They protected the West from Soviet aggression. Their actions shaped history. Espionage remains vital. Intelligence agencies adapt to new threats. They operate in the shadows. The need for intelligence and secrecy remains. They keep the world safe.